Welcome to the Curly Hair Q&A Mondays with Melanie show. I'm your host, Ken Nickels, and I'm here with Melanie Nickels. She is the founder of the Raw Hair Organic Salon in beautiful Naples, Florida. It's one of the top curly hair salons in the country, and Melanie is one of the top curl experts anywhere in the world. She is also the founder of the Raw Curls brand of natural and organic curly hair products. She is also an American board certified master hair colorist, former educator for the organization, and former exam evaluator / judge, former Broadway stylist for the hit show 42nd Street. Jazz hands. And
I'm also
what else are you? Also?
a reindeer.
She's also a reindeer.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that?
I don't know what I am.
You're Santa.
I'm Santa
in the making.
Yeah. Ho, ho, ho. So anyway, so welcome to episode number 98. And if this is the first time that you've joined us, we do about a half an hour, to maybe 45 minutes at most of Q&A. We take your questions posted in the Curly Girl support group, the Diva Curl user support group, the Weed Ad user support group, the Raw Curls user support group, and the Shea Moisture support group on Facebook, and the Curly Hair Specialist professional group. We take questions from there during the week. We bring them over here, and we answer as many as we can in half an hour every single week, 7:30 Eastern time. You can watch us live in the Curly Girl support group on Facebook. You have to join. That's a 58,000 member group. You can also watch us live on YouTube at the Curly Hair Q&A channel. You can watch us live on the Instagram at Raw Curls page. Is it called a page? Instagram page? Whatever. Mm-hmm. Instagram at Raw Curls. Twitter live at Raw Hair Organics, and that's Periscope too, I believe. Or you can listen to us tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. if you're subscribed to our podcast, which you can find everywhere on Google Play Music, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify. That's all the ones I can ever remember. So wherever you want to consume us, you can consume us. So anyway, how's your week? How's everything going? This is Christmas time.
Leading up to Christmas.
Yeah, December at the salon. Busy time for Melanie and the girls. Has it been busy?
Yeah, it's crazy busy.
It's crazy busy. Mm-hmm. Good. Wonderful. Okay, anything fun happen this week?
There's always fun stuff. Yeah, we had our Christmas party.
That's right. That's not it. Well, that's kind of a work thing. So.
It was a work thing. That was our work Christmas party.
Yes.
And we went bowling in our ugly Christmas sweaters. If you didn't see pictures, check it out.
That's right. And we did not let the underage employees drink, contrary to popular belief. We did not.
Ken was the only one that didn't get a strike.
I'm the only one that didn't get a strike, but I won. So
barely.
It's called it's like the tortoise and the hare. It's slow and steady and consistent wins the race. So anyway,
maybe it was your glasses.
It could have been.
Maybe it was your. No,
I can't.
You have to wear your glasses.
I can't. Otherwise, I can't read. I can't read the questions.
You can't be.
Here, I'll put them on later then.
Put them on.
I can't.
You can see. Oh, it's such really a complainer. Hard. You should have seen him yesterday.
I'm not a complainer.
Complain.
I'm not. So, all right, let's get into some questions. Oh, before I forget, let me ask. Hey, Rhett. Wednesday. Can I announce Thursday? Can I announce Thursday? I can. All right. Rhett says I can announce it. So we have a special episode Thursday, this coming Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, pretty much everywhere that I listed, right? Is that right? Pretty much everywhere that I listed before that you can see it. You'll be able to see our Curly Hair Q&A interview with Diva Curl Academy, Education Academy co-founder Sherry Harbinger. That's one of the big three. Harbinger.
Get it right.
God, I knew it. I have a friend
Harbinger,
I have a
ginger.
friend that's got. I know. I have a friend
like Christmas ginger snaps.
Corrected me and whatever, but anyway.
He still doesn't get it right.
Anyway.
Don't feel bad, Sherry.
All right, Sherry. I know she's watching you. She's got her head in her hands. That interview will be live. Or no, won't be live, but we'll be broadcasting it out at 7:30 on Thursday Eastern time. And pretty good interview. Went nice and long the way I like it. She agreed to come on again. We touch on a lot of topics that I guarantee you're not seeing discussed in other
hot topics.
Oh yeah. We've been finding this out. If you haven't been watching these, we started these maybe about 2 months ago, where we started running a separate show. Instead of a Mondays with Melanie, we started running a separate show, bringing in industry experts and people throughout the curl world, across the world basically, and doing Q&As with them and really getting deeper down into, and instead of them just being fluffy. And
like my sweatshirt,
like your reindeer sweatshirt, yes,
it's cute.
And it that I've made it clear to everybody that I can't.
On.
It's starting to hurt. I can't.
Oh,
I tried twice.
God.
I tried twice.
Your head's too big.
I tried. It could be. Anyway, I think you guys are really gonna like it. And we got to the end and we all agreed. We were like, yeah, we got to do this again, because it touched on a lot of stuff that just doesn't get touched on. There's a lot of stuff you're gonna learn that I guarantee you guys don't know. So anyway, so be with us. That's a rare interview, because I don't see her interviewed anywhere else. I don't see her getting interviewed.
That's
but
true.
we know her. Yeah, but we know her, and that's how
Sherry
easy
is a
enough.
lither more behind the scenes now that I think about it. Even Dennis has always been the
Right.
face was always Lorraine Massey, and that's who people know and associate. So that just right there is interesting.
Yeah, but Sherry's the one who basically co-founded the Diva Curl Academy. She wrote all the training manuals, all the techniques, all the education, everything. So everything that you hear about and see from Diva stylists, level 1, whatever, and certified, that all came from Sherry. And we talk about that, and she's going to...
they all worked on it together, like she said. But.
Yeah, but it's pretty much her deal. So anyway, you guys will enjoy that. So be here for that. Tell your friends. And I think that's it. That's all I wanted to touch on. You want to get into questions? You got a fun fact for us or no?
Not really.
Not really? Okay, good.
No, not really.
Got nothing. We didn't confirm this with Rhett, so I probably shouldn't.
My fun fact is just that I'm a reindeer today. That's it.
You're a reindeer today.
Yep, I'm Rudolph.
I like that.
I have a little red nose.
You got one up there too on your eyes.
I do?
Yes.
Red nose?
On your right eye. Red nose eyes. There it is.
Okay.
There you go.
I didn't put my antlers in my hair. I was gonna do that, but then my hair has to go in a bun, so I didn't.
Right.
But I could. It's really actually a cute hairstyle. People love it. It's fun.
Yeah.
I could show everyone. It's easy.
You could.
It's a good holiday
But the podcast
hair.
won't be able to see it, so it won't matter.
It's good holiday hair.
It's a good holiday hair. Okay, I got 2 announcements. 2. I can't think of what the second one was, but I have 2. One, like I said, I didn't confirm with Rep, but I think we confirmed with him last week, so I don't think I have to run it past him again. If you've changed your mind, say no. We are doing a special New Year's Eve show, and that will be on the 31st, of course, at 7:30 Eastern time, Rhett, 7:30 Eastern time, and we'll probably do some giveaways and maybe have some
giving away champagne
cocktails. Yeah. It'll be good. We're also going to do that show as a Ask Me Anything show, because we haven't been doing it. We're doing them at the beginning at every month, like once a month. And it's just, we get busy with so many other, questions that it just don't get to it.
Are we going to have time for
so
that?
We're gonna
I thought we were going to go through from the very beginning of our...
I don't know. You're asking a lot of Rhett. Think about it. He's got a lot.
You can do it.
He's got a lot.
Right.
He sounds so enthused. Anyway, we're going to do that show, and maybe we're going to recall some things, maybe not. And
yes, you have to. It's the 100th anniversary.
Yeah.
You have to go back to the beginning.
So do I go to the Raw Curls Mealy Organics fight? Do I go that far back?
Go to the beginning.
Oh man, I know some of you guys saw that. I might dig that up. We'll see. And I could, because I've asked her 3 times to come on this show for an interview, and she won't. So I could show the fight. There was a fight. We had an interview, and there was a fight broke out. Okay, so that's number 1. So be with us. If you've got nothing else to do on New Year's Eve like us, join us at 7:30, and maybe you'll get some free stuff.
You still have time to join us and then go and do your other celebrations.
Which
That's why we decided to have it at our regular time.
Yeah, and we might. Who knows? Secondly, next week, if you are new to the curly girl method or new to embracing your curls, be here next week. We're going to touch on a number of things to really give you a boost in getting started. We're going to tell you some stuff that you don't normally hear in the group, stuff you need to know, but nobody wants to tell you. And next week would be your week to do that. Make sure you got my Lambo pictures up. And my Rhett and my pseudo and my early Lambo. Yeah, because we're going to need them. So anyway, yeah, you guys are going to see stuff. It's going to be good. Anyway, okay, so that's it. That's all I got for announcements. You ready to go into get into questions?
I've been ready.
All right.
Waiting for you.
Okay. All right, Melanie, if you could only pick one styling product, what would it be?
Are we talking about the Raw Curls products?
I think it's anything.
Okay. Well, let me think about that. Gosh,
you're on a deserted island, and as you're jumping off the ship as it's sinking, you can only grab one styling product.
Gosh, that's so
Weather
hard.
started getting rough. Tiny ship. Pretend you're Ginger.
I am Ginger.
She grabbed her dresses though. She had plenty of dresses.
Okay.
So what is it? What's that product?
Well, after thinking hard about it, that's a really difficult one, but I guess I'd have to go with the Raw Curls conditioner.
Ooh, that's not what I would have guessed.
I know.
Okay, good.
That's
so
why
conditioner would be your
it.
one. Okay, good. All right, next
Aren't
question.
you going to ask me why?
Yeah.
Because what did you think it was going to be?
I thought it was going to be antifrizz spray.
That it was going to be antifrizz spray.
Okay, so why would you pick conditioner?
Because I'm a thinker.
Because you're a thinker. Because you can use it for more than one thing, right?
Exactly. So you could wash your hair with it. You can co-wash. It has the antifrizz in it.
You can condition.
Yeah. So you can refresh with it. All those things. So that would be it.
Could use it as a leave-in.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you have it. That's the one.
And the antifrizz molecule.
Exactly.
That's a good choice. So
if you're a thinker,
if you're going on a cruise anytime soon, especially on Carnival, you might want to grab a bottle.
Did they have another incident?
No, but they've had plenty.
Oh,
they've had plenty.
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay. Next question. Do you have a particular? I said that wrong. Do you have a particular hair vitamin that you recommend, Melanie?
Well, yeah, we usually recommend a couple of things, but definitely biotin is something that's good for.
Is biotin considered a vitamin or a?
I don't know.
Or
I mean,
supplement, really?
It's a supplement. Yeah. But yeah, if you're talking about specific vitamins, not really. But yeah, I would just say more of like a supplement. I would go with biotin or folic acid. Tea tree can be very cleansing. It is like a antibacterial, so that's a good one that I recommend for keeping the scalp clean and fresh. And it's used for people that have issues with dandruff, and you see it in a lot of products that are to help soothe irritated scalp or to help hair growth. So that's a good one if you're looking for a specific vitamin. Would that be considered a vitamin?
I think so. Yeah. We're gonna go with it because otherwise, I mean, you could go into oils
like
and
vitamin
stuff
A,
like,
C, B,
right.
D.
Yeah, I think we'll just go with that. So so biotin would be pretty much your favorite.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then,
good.
like I say, tea tree is a close second because that is a really great ingredient.
Yeah. What? How long or how? What's an average hair growth? Measurement in a month? How long? How do I ask that question? How much does the average person's curly hair grow in a month?
On average, hair grows ½ inch a month.
½ inch. So anything over ½ an inch is a bonus.
Extra added bonus. And at certain times of the year, like spring and fall, the hair has a growing spurt. So it seems a little bit late this year because everyone lately has been coming into the salon with additional hair growth. Like they're having, I would say, at least an inch of outgrowth in a month. Yeah.
Really? What is the vitamin? What is the prenatal vitamin that makes women that are pregnant hair grow so so much? What is that? Do you know?
Well, that's part of the folic acid.
Folic acid.
There's a
Okay.
combination of things in there, but that definitely has the folic acid.
Okay. Okay. All right. Oh boy, we got a couple of good questions in a row here. Let me move them around a little bit. Okay. Melanie, I have a wedding coming up and I'd like to wear my hair up. I have bra strap length curls and I don't want to flat iron it. Would my regular hairstylist know how to put it up in an updo, or are there stylists that specialize in updos that I should be looking for? I hope this isn't a stupid question. There's no such thing as a stupid question.
No, and
There is not.
yeah, it's your stylist should if your stylist does updos, because there are some stylists that don't do updos, and then I wouldn't go to that person. But if they're experienced with doing updos, formal styles, putting the hair up, I am sorry, because I usually, I always say updos, and some people are like, "What is that?" And it's just a common
Is formal
term.
style a better? Is that a better term?
To me, it's all the same, but I have to remember that not everybody knows what I'm talking about when I say updos. So that's what I'm talking about. And if your stylist is experienced in doing them, she should be able to easily put your hair up without having to flat iron it first. I love working with natural curls because it gives, that kind of hair has already a texture to it. So you don't have to do a lot of, like back combing or other things. I can literally, I should show you my little reindeer updo. I can put my hair up with 2 bobby pins.
You know what? We'll do that for next week. Rhett, make a note if you could
I
for
brought
us.
my stuff.
No, I meant what we'll do is, because we have pictures of those on one of our Facebook pages. We'll pull those out. We'll have Rhett show them, put them up on a screen next week, and then you guys can see that thing.
Oh,
It's pretty funny.
well, I brought it. It's in the bag.
Yeah, but you'd have to do it.
I know. I'd have
We
to
don't
do
have
it.
time.
It takes me 2 minutes.
Yeah, today we don't have time.
But anyway, yes. So working with naturally curly hair is awesome to put up, especially, really, any type of curly hair, but really the curlier the better. So when you get into like the curl type, 4s or ultra curly or kinky, however you want to call it, like don't even need a bobby pin. It's awesome. And my hair, like I said, I can put up, people are always amazed that I can, first of all, get all my hair up in such a small bun if I want to, and that I can literally use 1 bobby pin, but I just put 2 in for the fun and safe measure because I'm working all day. But I never use more than 2 bobby pins.
Yeah,
People
it's
can't
pretty
believe that. One of my clients was just shocked by that. She's like, "Share your secrets."
Share your secrets.
Because
You'll see it. We'll show you the pictures
we always
next
pull
week.
like 50 bobby pins out of her hair, and she has like hardly any hair.
Yeah, because you know what? Even if you put it up like that for next week, I bet on camera that you couldn't really. It looks so much better in a picture because you can actually look. You can really see the detail in it. That's pretty neat. Anyway, we'll show you guys next week. All right.
This is my reindeer week.
This is reindeer week. Yeah, shoot. Okay. All right. I'm going to eliminate this and I'll just make a statement about this. If you are one of the people that submits questions, that's great. We really appreciate that. It's what makes the show go. Submit questions. But you can pretty much stop with the questions about washing your curls with beer, washing them with raw honey, washing them with rye flour, rinsing them with fermented rice water, washing with raw eggs and olive oil and crushed mustard seeds. I don't know. We don't know. We don't care. It's not what we do. We run a professional salon. It's just not stuff. It's just not stuff.
I don't know what that
work.
question is. I don't know what that question is, but I'm just guessing what it's all about. But I can just tell you this, it's the same thing I tell people all the time. It's not that a lot of that stuff doesn't work. It can work, but it's not going to be as good as a professionally concocted product because we use delivery systems. We use combinations and blends and things to actually, work in conjunction with your hair and the proper pH and all those things. So if you're just taking even coconut oil and putting it on your hair, you're still not getting the full benefit compared to a professionally made product because it's
has coconut oil in it.
Right, that has coconut oil because there's other blends of oils and ingredients in it that deliver it into the hair and make it more beneficial.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah. I just got a number of questions, and I have the last couple of weeks that were, they're basically kitchen items. I'm like,
yeah. So, I mean, that kind of stuff can be okay. It's not that it doesn't work, but it's not going to work as well.
Right. And you got to understand that, it's not like, and I know what I'm going to hear is somebody's going to say, well, you're being elitist. No, I'm not, because if you guys came to our salon and we pulled out a couple of eggs and cracked them over your head, I guarantee you'd be pissed getting that bill.
And charge you $100.
$100?
I'll do it.
$100? What salon are you going to? It ain't ours. Anyway, but no, in all seriousness, it's just.
Hey, well, this is a fun fact. We just talked
don't.
about this. I think last week. Yeah, I think last week, and I just had it happen on Saturday. My last client, and I laughed, and I told her, "Hey, we just used this as an example on my show," because she asked. She brings her. She had her own bag. She's kind of funny about things, and she had one of her own products that she wanted to use, and she said, "Do you mind? Is that offensive?" And I just laughed, and I was smiling, and I laughed, and she's like, "What?" And I said, "Well, we literally just talked about this on my show, because as a salon owner," and I looked at her and I smiled, and she's like, "Yeah, you're saving money." I'm like, exactly. Like, why do I care if you're going to bring and use your own
bring
product?
a dozen eggs,
because I'm still charging you the same amount. Yeah. So have at it.
I don't. It's just Well, and exactly like you said, maybe they work, maybe they don't. I don't know. I don't know for who it works, or I don't know. I don't know. Okay.
And it wasn't anything bad. I mean, if it was, although I did have to educate her.
You mean like the woman that said that gave us? We had a question a couple weeks ago, if you guys remember, where we were talking about lice, and
Terry was just digging through somebody's hair the other day because the little girl had a lice outbreak at school, and I saw her. I was like, oh God.
Yeah.
But no, there was none. Thank God.
Yeah, I can remember as a kid, some people using kerosene to do it. Which is diesel fuel is what it is.
That's awesome.
I know. I mean, so that's why I don't know. So,
if I get lice, you can douse me with kerosene.
But you're going to want me to light a match too, because you're going to die.
Exactly. Right? Exactly. I'll light the match.
Oh, you'll light the match for me. All right. Okay. All right. Let's go into another one.
Oh, well, I was saying, so, but the same client had brought out her own oil, and I was then, actually, I'm always curious. What is it that you like? Why do you like it? Why are you using that product? So for me, it's kind of interesting. I'm intrigued. I want to know why people like certain products, over what I'm selling.
It's always great data for us, because we're a manufacturer. We have a manufacturing company, so so that data is important to us.
Yeah, and of course, I want everyone to love my product, but of course, I'm realistic and understand that not everybody's going to, so that's fine. But when I looked at the oil, then I said, oh, well, there's silicone in here. And she's like, is that bad? And so I got an opportunity to educate her, because she's always complaining that her hair is dry. That's why she's putting on all this oil all the time. She even said earlier, can you believe how much oil I put on my hair because it's fine, blah, blah, blah. I can't believe how much oil it can handle. And when I looked at the oil, then I got an opportunity to educate and explain why, because it was the second ingredient in there was silicone. And she said, what does that mean? So I told her what I always do. It's just like putting a wax coating on your car. And this is a smart, educated person. She's a nurse. So, I said, think about how smooth and shiny it makes your car look. Same thing with your hair. What happens when it rains? The water beads up and runs off. And I looked at her and she goes, well, then your hair's not getting that moisture. And she goes, and maybe that's why my hair's dry all the time. Ding, ding, ding.
Right.
Yeah. So she said, oh God, now I'm going to have to throw away. She's kind of what's the word? I don't know. OCD. Compulsive. No, that's not the word either. But anyway, she orders a lot at a time. So she has a whole stockpile of this oil. So.
Yeah. I just had this conversation with a woman I went to high school with who's same thing. She's got so much hair. And I can see, she's showing me a picture of it, and I'm like, I can see it's dry. And she's like, well, I use this, I use oil and blah. And I'm like, I know what's happening. It's sealing that out, and that's and that's why.
Yeah, and it feels good at the moment.
Just within the last couple of days, I had the same conversation. Okay.
The whole instant gratification.
Yes, and the next And the next question goes, literally goes on the same thing.
Oh, good.
Carla Forster would like to know, she says, my hair feels like it has a film on it, and I hate that. What could be the issue? I do think I'm sensitive to protein.
Okay. So
Could be a couple of things. Not enough information, really, to.
Yeah.
Could use a detox.
Right.
Clarify.
But right. So, and the same thing as I was explaining pretty much weekly, I get someone that I have to explain, build up to. So when you're using certain products that are cheaper, they're going to have lots of fillers in them and, cheap ingredients, which are waxes and plastics and fillers. And, that builds up on the hair. Now, salon quality and higher quality products are made to be water soluble. That means they rinse clean from the hair. They don't have that buildup. They don't have those fillers, those waxes, those plastics. So, most likely you're not going to get that kind of buildup and that white waxy coating on your hair.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know what she's using that's causing that, but definitely doing a clarifier or detox is going to be necessary to remove it.
We had a very similar discussion with Sherry Harbinger from Diva
Oh my
Curl.
God, he said it right.
I know, and that's why I wanted to say it.
Because now you think of gingerbread.
No, it's not. It's actually somebody I knew as a kid had a very similar pronounced last name, which for years I said wrong. Yeah, we had this very similar discussion to this about that. And on Thursday, you guys will get to see what she thinks. So. Anyway.
Yeah, so that has nothing to do with protein sensitive.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. Okay. You want to talk about, let's talk about wavy hair. I am a wavy 2B, 2C curl. By the end of the day, my waves on the top layer are all flat and the bottom layer is still very wavy. How can I keep the wave in the top layer without having to wash every day? And are 2C waves known to spiral a little?
Yes. That's similar to my hair. So, I would be categorized as 2C, 3A. And typically, you can get flatter or straighter on top, especially for me when it's not as humid. Or, what you need to do, and I just had a lady in the salon. I just posted pictures last week at the end of the week. There was a woman with really long hair, and when she came in, it was totally straight on the top, and then when she left, it had curls all the way. She's never seen her hair have curl all the way to the root, which it did. Well, part of that, again, is the right cut, the right products, and the right techniques. So, doing the clipping, applying product, and, diffusing upside down are all going to help give lift and curl, and the scrunching, is going to help give you bend and lift and curl all the way to the root. It's going to help.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Was that all of the questions?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
Melanie, what are the best ways to straighten curls without doing too much damage? Not uncommon. We've talked about this in the past too. Sometimes, and that's why we don't curl shame at our salon. A lot of people, will make comments about, not encouraging people. And it's not that. It has nothing to do with that. We want people to, to leave the salon happy. And if they tell us that they want to straighten their hair sometimes for whatever, we're going to give them that option. I mean, is that pretty much a good explanation of?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to turn people away, or not do their hair. I wonder what some of these other places do if someone says, oh, I guess they just refuse to blow their hair out. And then
I don't think Ron will.
Really?
I don't think he does.
So if someone's sitting in your chair and you're just
I'll ask him
about to
next time I talk
finish,
to him, but I don't think he'll blow anybody out.
He'll just say, too bad you have to leave curly.
I'm pretty sure. I don't think he'll cut it that. I'll have to ask him.
Here's the thing about that, because, and that's fine if you're okay with it, but you take the risk of losing a client,
Yeah.
So I try to be accommodating and work with everybody and to make them happy. That's my goal. I want them to look good and feel good. And so, you know, and a prime example is that one woman that I talk about from years ago. I would have lost her as a client if I had not figured out that she has curly hair, but she doesn't like to wear curly. To her, it looks messy and disheveled was the exact word that she used. I'll never forget it.
It's a good word.
Yeah, disheveled.
Discombobulated is another good word.
So anyway, but because, you know, well, and what happened was I styled her hair curly. It was the first time she came to me. She was a referral from one of my other clients, and I did a curly cut, and then she hated it. And I didn't have time to redo it. So, you know, kind of like we're discussing, I guess, you know, Ron would, or these people that have these curly only salons would get them.
And I get it. I get it. I mean, that's
their
all
thing.
he
That's
does.
fine.
You know,
that's fine. But anyway, she called me a year later and left a message, you know, on my cell phone saying, you know, I don't know if you remember me. And of course I do, because I was horrified, because of my goal is to make everyone happy. And I knew she wasn't happy. And I didn't know why, because I knew I did a great haircut and all that. But I figured out it's because she doesn't like to wear her hair curly. So anyway, because she said, I don't know what you did, but that was the best haircut I've ever had in my life. Okay. So, you know, that's when I realized, oh, I just need to blow her hair out, and she's happy and continues to come back. So the answer to this person's question, whoever it was, first of all, I would recommend, you know, you definitely have to be using the right products to protect your hair. And I do explain to people blowing it out, you know, straightening it with the blow dryer, the flat iron, you know, all these things are going to dehydrate your curls, and it takes, you know, it could take more time for them to bounce back. So, you know, I always explain these things. If you're going to do this, there are, let's call them consequences, you know, but most of the time they're okay with that. So what I would say is the safest thing is just to use a blow dryer and a brush. So whether it be a round brush or a paddle brush, to blow it smooth is going to be the least damaging. And then you get into the flat irons, which, you know, I'm really cautious about, especially the public using them, because a lot of times they tend to have them too hot and they burn their hair.
Don't use a YouTube tutorial for that.
So,
note to self.
Yeah, you know, you have to be careful. You don't want it too hot. You definitely have to keep it moving, and use protection. And then, you know, after that, then a more permanent straightener that I use in my salon is the keratin treatment. So, and that can be very healthy and it repairs the hair. It makes it smooth and shiny. It controls frizz. It, you know, helps people to control the let's call it bulkiness or the bigness of their hair, to, you know, bring that down a little bit for them, you know, and we have control whether they would still have curls or, you know, if we're reducing the curls. So
yeah. Was that last week or the week before? Within the last couple of weeks, we did, we talked quite a bit about it on the show. It was a lengthy question about, you know, about the stereotype of keratin treatments and, you know, why they're different. But it can
be very beneficial.
We talked about Sherry about that too, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it'd be interesting.
You know, if done right with the right products and the right person, it can be a beautiful thing. And it is it's a very long lasting conditioning treatment, and it helps to repair the hair. Yeah.
If I was going to put it in one sentence, everybody seems to think when they think of a keratin treatment, the first thing they think of is Brazilian blowout. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about something a little different than that. So anyway, okay. All right. That's it. Let's wrap it up. Yep. Let's wrap it up. We'll see you guys on Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. for the Sherry Harbinger interview, Diva Curl Academy co-founder. What was that, Rhett? Well, I should be, right? I should be. Anyway, yeah, I'm proud of myself. I got the name right twice. Yeah. It's because I had my smart glasses on.
Your Santa
Here, look,
glasses.
right? Look, Sherry Harbinger.
Oh, there you go. Yes. Those are very nice.
From Diva Curl. Yeah, we'll be 7:30 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday, so be there for that. Remember, next week, Monday show, get your questions in early in the different platforms, comment section you'll see. And if you're a newbie, you know a newbie, to the curly girl method, or just embracing your curls in general, be there. We're going to tell you all kinds of stuff that nobody will tell you. for some reason. We're going to go over a bunch of that stuff, and that'll be a fun show. Okay, give us a fun fact and wrap us up.
Yeah, because we were talking about it in the salon because Terry is a grandma for the second time.
Congratulations.
Yeah, she has a new little grandbaby,
Saturday.
Little girl. Yeah. And so we were talking about babies. And anyway, I think the client in her chair just recently had a baby, and she was saying that I think it's her daughter as well. Anyway, her baby had a cone head. I said, oh, Ken was a cone head baby.
Yes, I was.
And we were laughing about that. So I don't know if we shared that before.
When I had chemo and I lost all my hair,
we found out he still has a cone head.
It never
went away. You can't tell under all that hair, but Ken has a
Thank God.
Cone head. Yeah. So you must have been a cone head baby.
Awful. That's awful. I knew it. When it was starting to fall out, I'm like, this is going to be awful.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I was more concerned about that than dying, I think. I'm like, oh, my head. Everybody's going to see my head. Anyway.
You didn't know.
All right.
Anyway.
No, I knew it. I knew it wasn't pretty. That I knew. When I was a kid, every summer, my dad used to shave my head. Right? Yes. Yeah, I have a scarred up head.
They probably dropped you on your head.
No,
your mom must have dropped you a couple times.
It wasn't. No, I did plenty on my own. Yeah, I have a scarred up head because I wasn't in the house playing video games all day, let me tell you. That's why. All right, let's wrap this thing up. Everybody wants us to get going. So, all right. Okay, we'll see you guys Thursday night, and we'll see you on Monday. Take care. Thanks for joining us.